What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with our SAO Rising Steel video. We have a new banner coming, and it's not really what I expected. So, those of you who watch the anime or play this game, I'm sure you watch the anime, will know the final episode of the third core was yesterday. And now they're going to be going on break until sometime in April, where we'll get the final 12 episodes for Alicization War of Underworld. So I was expecting the way they left it off, you know, where if you haven't seen the episode, or you haven't been watching, this will constitute spoilers, but Sinon basically shows up in the episode, which in a way would constitute a new unit in this game. So like, when the episode aired that Asuna jumped into Underworld, we got a, Goddess Stacia Asuna. And then a couple days after the episode aired where they had that little, like, kind of like girls' night, we got the banner that I am so infamously known for failing at. This one right here. So I was very surprised to see that this banner, I'll stop stalling, we are getting an Aincrad, Kirito, and Asuna banner. It's called the Unforgettable Days Scout, and it's just basic, excuse me, basic variations of these characters. It says staring lovingly, so it's obviously, you know, for their relationship. But this is the first, you know, summonable, of any rarity, Aincrad Kirito that we have in the game. Obviously, we've seen his model. If you've played through the story and some of the flashback stuff, you will have seen his model in there. But we didn't actually have a unit we could use, so this is our first one. Unfortunately, it is not a Starburst stream version of him. He just has Nova Ascension, so this will not be a... When you use him in battle, obviously, he's not going to be a dual-wielding Kirito. Plus on the fact that dual-wielding characters will probably be a separate type of weapon. You probably won't be... So, like, this Kirito and the other 4-star Kirito that we have currently in the game, they use one sword. So I don't think you'll be able to use his Night Skyblade on a dual-wielding Kirito. It'll probably be like Memory Defrag, where dual-wield weapons are a separate weapon entirely, which kind of sucks, but oh well. It makes sense because there's only one of them. Or two of them. One of them for these units, two weapons for the dual-wielding one. Sorry, I had to make sure I got that specified. So we'll go ahead, we'll look at what they've got here. So let's scroll up. Staring Lovingly Kirito, a non-elemental charge skill character equipped with a powerful attack on all enemies, plus a skill that raises physical attack for all allies. His incarnate skill is Nova Ascension, a slash attack on all enemies, and then so they're both Smile Lovingly, that's their titles. Smile Lovingly Asuna, heal the whole party with this awesome skill, a non-elemental heal character with a skill that raises incarnate charge rate. Her incarnate skill is Imperishable Glint, a thrust attack on a single enemy. So, very, very simple. Charge character and heal character. So, if you are needing those kind of things, these are definitely the units for you. Which is why I'm more... I mean, obviously, as you can see probably a little bit at the top, I only have 34 diamonds. Because I did do a summon on... I didn't cover this because, one, I didn't do any summons, and two, it's just old units, but we do have a 2 million download celebration going on, and I actually did the, it wasn't a step thing, it's gone now, you can't look at it, but basically they had a 4-star guaranteed banner like this one, but for the weapons, and I was actually able to get 2 weapons from it. I got Yuki's weapon, and I got, what's his name, Eldri's weapon, which is kind of funny, because obviously I don't have Eldri, but I decided to give that weapon to Sortiliana, because obviously they're the same element, and it kind of works for them. So for this banner specifically, I'm not really... I might do the first time half off, because there is also an event coming. As you can see here, the Bond Among Knights, Human Empire, chance to get awesome rewards. We'll actually look at that in the same video. I don't think it really needs a... We'll just quickly look at it, because obviously I'll do my full event breakdown tomorrow when it drops, because all this stuff is dropping tomorrow. We're going to have quite a few bit of content dropping tomorrow. So we've got this banner, we've got this event, and then the Cathedral Hard Mode is starting tomorrow as well, or Very Hard Mode. So there is quite a bit of content coming to the game on New Year's Eve. But, yeah, just overall, I'm not in any rush to kind of get these units. One, because I feel like they're going to be... They could possibly be special units, but, you know, until you actually see something that says limited only, that probably means they're going to be thrown into the general pool. So I assume that this Kirito and Asuna, when their banners leave, will be thrown in the general pool, which brings me to my second, well, not second point, but a point I did want to bring up. So if you look at this banner, obviously the Eldry and Sortiliana banners are gone, so this is the first kind of new banner, and we'll have a better idea tomorrow when the Kirito and Asuna drop, but even if you just look at this one, the general pool does have Sortiliana and Eldry. Now, these are the first versions of the character, so obviously it makes sense that, and plus they're part of the story, so them being part of that makes sense, but I could definitely see, you know, all these units we've seen thus far possibly being thrown into the general pool until we actually start seeing some limited time scout stuff. I don't think we should have to worry about... I mean, this one's an anime exclusive thing, but it doesn't say anime on it. Like, obviously they released this because of the anime episode, but it's not actually stated there that, oh, this is an anime special unit. So I feel like all these banners we have thus far are probably going to be in general pools. I think we won't start to see limited stuff until we actually get seasonal things. I can see around Valentine's Day us getting special variations of, you know, the girls and maybe Kirito and Yu-Gi-Oh! Depending on who they want to kind of do there. Since it's the first Valentine's Day of this game, we're probably just going to get Kirito and Asuna, if I'm being totally honest. So I could see those being our first limited time stuff, but I would say, like, I know it's really hard to say until we actually see what happens. So this Asuna banner goes away in about a week, a little over a week, so we'll know then if we get a banner after the 8th. But as of right now, considering this 2 million downloads pool does have Eldry and Sortiliana, I think it's safe to say definitely Adis will be part of that pool as well. But I can see all three of these banners being part of that pool. All right, enough side talking there. I just wanted to kind of state that because if you are someone like me who's kind of, you know, oh, I didn't get the unit I wanted, you know, because of shafting, the units aren't going to be gone forever, so you'll probably get them eventually. But let's actually go over the specific skills for all of them before we get out of here. And like I said, we will look at the event very briefly after this. So Kirito, his charge skill is Skill Connect Horizontal, Slash Attack Strong on all enemies, Incarnate Charge 20%. He has Avalanche, which is a Slash Attack extra strong on single enemy. And then he has Sharpness Roar All, raises attack of all allies by 20% for 2 turns. So pretty standard buff skill there for Kirito. The other Kirito has that as well. 20% charge, I mean, he's pretty standard, you know, there's nothing really too crazy about him. I do like that his charge ability is an attack all, so that's pretty nice, but other than that, he's a pretty standard unit. That's why I'm not, like, really, like, and plus he's a non-element unit, and non-element's good, but I'm not at the point where I really need one right this second, since I do have that fully limit broken starting 4-star Asuna, who is a I'm going to say colorless. I'm so used to saying colorless for this kind of stuff. But non-elemental Kirito, he's good. If you don't have a non-elemental character, then I'd say definitely at least do the first half-time off. And let's go ahead and look at the Asuna. Definitely, I would say if you don't have a 4-star summonable healer yet, then definitely at least try to do, you know, the first time half-time off for this. Because having a healer in this game can definitely help out a lot. So let's go over her skills real quick. Protect, Heal, Potion. Recovers HP weak to all allies. Raises non-elemental party members' physical resistance by 15% for 3 turns. So they're already starting to implement the type abilities. So obviously there's going to be specific characters that are really only useful when you're running them on a very specific team. So obviously, you know, this Asuna does heal everybody, and obviously you can't run a full team of non-elemental 4-stars yet. Because there aren't enough in the game yet to fill out 6 slots. But it's kind of a good start. Like, if you have these two, and then you have the other Asuna, the starting Asuna, you know, that's 3 party members that are already non-elemental. And then, you know, if you want to run some 3 stars and stuff, you can too. I think those are the only... I want to actually look, because... I mean, obviously I can't, unless... I wish it was like Dragon Ball Legends, where you could look at all the units currently in the game. Let's go to non-elemental... oh, and this Alice as well is, the, free-to-play Alice. You got one for the pre-registrations. So, I mean, you could run these 2, and then if you manage to get the Kirito and Asuna, you know, it's a full team of 4 you can kind of run together. But it seems like they are just kind of starting to try to get people prepared for... Because eventually you are going to want to. Like, for example, this month's tower, or this month and a half, since I guess it's being extended till whenever, because of the very hard mode. Obviously you want to have full, like, water team if you can, because it's mainly... The bosses are fire. And the tower itself is fire. So, this is going to be one of those games where eventually, you know, maybe 6 months to a year down the line, you're going to want to have... You know, whether you have all 4 stars or not, you're going to want to have full colored teams, because there's going to be specific events or specific bosses where you're only going to be fighting a single type of enemy. And you're just going to want to kind of be prepared for that. Obviously, I assume these 2 will get their own... Oh, we can actually look at who's going to be on the banner, too. Okay, so... One-time value, 11 character... Oh, wait, what? Is it always 11 characters? Am I just stupid? It probably is. I'm probably just being dumb. Yeah, it's always been 11 characters. What am I talking about? Alright, anyways, before we get on out of here, I've rambled on long enough. Let's go over... Let's just quickly look at this event and see what there's going to be. Okay, so obviously... Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Get a reward character in the Ticket Scout. Huh. So is he... Okay, it guarantees you a 4-star... Okay, I like this. I really, really like this. Okay. So this is obviously an older Bercouli, it seems like. Well, no, I guess it could be the regular Bercouli. Okay, so... Gather up exchange items in the event. Item increase drop rates for bonus characters. So I'm assuming that this is the Kirito and Asuna that are going to be on the banner. So they'll be the bonus characters here for extra drop stuff. And then it looks like we're getting a Bercouli. Can we see what the Bercouli is? Okay, let's go over the Bercouli then. That's actually really cool. We're getting a free... But is he going to... Oh, and he's what's the word for it? Non-elemental. I keep wanting to say colorless. He is colorless as well. Okay, I hope this is the start of something like this. I mean, we've had several events so far that have given us free 4 stars. But, what is that next to... Is that like a Leafa or something? Because I see another character, like, on his ticket. Huh. Yeah, I have no idea. I can't see from here. It looks like it might be like a Leafa or something. I don't think that has any relevance, though, because it doesn't look like... Okay, those are the bonus characters. You need to be at least through 3-4-4. Okay, anyways, let's go over the Bercouli real quick. So he is non-elemental, the moon, the drink, and you Bercouli. So we're getting a free-to-play Bercouli before a summonable one. So let's go over what he does real quick. Weapon Bash A is his assault / attack strong on a single enemy, inflicts provoke for 2 turns, so definitely a tank. So I assume his stats have probably got to be pretty decent. He's okay. I think that's only his max HP, like, non-fully limit broken. I'm sure it gets higher. Oh, it might not, actually. He is a free-to-play unit, so that might be his cap right there. If he inflicts provoke, I assume he's probably like a tanky unit. Incarnate Tachi is his break skill / attack on all enemies strong. Incarnate break 47.5%. And then his enhance is sharpness and protect roar. Raises attack of a single ally by 20% for 2 turns. Raises physical resistance by 20% for 2 turns. So attack and defense gets increased for a single ally. So he is a D. I mean, he'd be fine just buffing himself. I mean, you can essentially... With that, as long as you use it every, like, 2 turns, you could essentially make him almost a strong, attack and defensive wise is if he was a normal summonable 4-star. Very interesting that they're making him part of the summon pool, because obviously, normally when we have these event characters, we just get them as mission rewards. So, get the reward character and a ticket scout. So I'm curious, are they going to give us enough tickets to max limit break him? Or is it going to be one of those things where he's going to be a free-to-play, or he may not be treated as a free-to-play unit. He may be treated as a regular character. You get summon him once, and then you got to use crystals to level him up the rest on your own. I hope that's not the case. Okay, and this event goes for pretty much like half of the entire month. Okay, let's just look here. Okay, so Scenario Event is an event where you defeat bosses and collect exchange items while enjoying an original story. Exchange items can be exchanged for various items at the exchange point. The feature reward this time is a scout ticket that guarantees a 4-star reward character in the scout. Gather up loads of exchange items and have a 4-star character join your party in max limit break. Okay, so you are gonna be able to max limit break him just from this event itself, which makes sense because they're pointing to the max limit broken art for him. But that's actually pretty cool. We're getting some really good stuff within the next day. So even if you don't pull the Kirito and Asuna, you will be able to get this Bercouli. So if you don't have a non-elemental unit, it's not the end of the world because you'll have one to farm up. I hope that, like I said, I hope this continues this trend of free-to-play units that are decent. This Bercouli seems actually pretty good for a free-to-play unit. So yeah, I hope they stick to this because obviously, kind of the big issue with memory defrag that I had is that obviously it's too far in between that you'll actually get a summonable 4-star that you can use, and the free-to-play units were always super grindy. I just never am. I'm going to sound like a very lazy person when I say this, but memory defrag not having an auto battle is the biggest issue with it, I feel like. Obviously, people will be like, oh, it's not the kind of game that would really work for, but I'm not about to fight the same enemy and sit through loading screens for like 20 hours just to get one 4-star character. So I like that this game is already starting with these free-to-play 4-stars. Obviously, I recommend, if you have the patience for it, to farm up all of these 4-stars because unless you're going to be wailing out, you're not going to have full teams of summonable 4-stars, probably at least for of every color, probably at least for 6 months to a year. So that's gonna be it, guys. This was a bit longer than I thought because of the event stuff, but let me know what you guys think of the new banner and the event down below. I like that this method they're kind of going with these free-to-play units and the upcoming event. If I have enough after the event, maybe I'll do a multi. Maybe I'll save that for part of my event video. Maybe we'll finish the event, get the Bercouli, and then I'll do a quick summon at the end. Because like I said, unless it's like a super big hype banner, I'm probably not going to be wailing out too hard right now. But that's going to be it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I will see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.